Good morning. It's day 106. I'm leaving 10 Mile River Shelter. It's 6:45. There's the 10 Mile River. And this is northbound on the AT. The temperature dropped overnight. It's probably in the 50s right now, I think. I had to throw a little long sleeve shirt on this morning when I woke up. It rained a little bit last night. Not too bad. As you can see, the trail conditions are still good. Today, doing 9 miles into Kent, where I'm going to pick up a package at Annie Banani's. And I've been hiking with Red for about a week, I guess, maybe a little more. During that time, he's been trying to catch up with a friend that was up ahead of him that he's been doing sections with for several years. And he finally caught up to him here at 10 Mile Shelter. So he and his friend, once they get to Kent, are going to be shuttling a truck up to North Adams. So I'm going to meet with them, and then we're going to go to lunch in Kent, and then his friend's going to shuttle us back to the trailhead. And then once I get back up to the trailhead, oh, there's another river coming in over there. So maybe this isn't the 10 Mile River. Maybe that's the 10 Mile River over there. But once I get back to the trailhead, I have to see how much time's left in the day to figure out how far I'm going. So pretty soon we're going to go back into New York for just a little bit, a couple miles, and then go back into Connecticut for good. That'll be 9 states down, 5 to go. And Connecticut does not have that many miles, so I hope to be in Massachusetts, hopefully by this time next week, if not before. Alright, going to climb this hill. Till next segment, this is Reboot, heading north. Something you'll notice very quickly about Connecticut: they love to put up signs. And they're all this loam green, routed, painted white letters. Now this is the way you mark a turn in the trail. You have that first sign there, a double blaze on a post, a second sign, and another double blaze on the post. So, way to go, Connecticut Trail Club, or trail clubs. I'm back in New York now, just for a couple miles, and this will be my last view from New York. This is looking at the Housatonic River Valley, off in that direction, looking south. So I'm getting ready to cross out of New York for the final time, be into Connecticut. So final thoughts on New York. I will remember New York for the ruggedness of the trail, all the rock scrambles and rock climbing we had to go through, and I will remember it for the heat and humidity, which when I was watching the Weather Channel in the hotel in Fort Montgomery said was unseasonable. And for the people that live here's sake, I hope that's the case, because that was just as bad as the humidity that I experienced in North Carolina. But I will remember New York for all the nice restaurants that were really close to the trail. My favorite being the grocery store in Unionville. Alright, I don't know exactly where I crossed back into Connecticut. There wasn't a border crossing sign when I came back into New York. I guess Connecticut probably maintains that 2 miles in New York, and I guess they don't want to acknowledge that it goes back into New York for a couple of miles. That bottom line is, New York's in the rearview mirror and should be done with Connecticut soon. This is my first view in Connecticut. This is the Indian Rocks overlook. It's 4 o'clock and I've reached the top of Caleb's Peak. It's a really nice view. And you're looking at the Housatonic River Valley and the town of Kent down there. And I had a really nice trip into Kent. Annie Banani's General Store had my package, and Annie was very nice, very hiker friendly. The girls behind the ice cream counter were very hiker friendly. They filled my water bottles for me, and the water tastes really good. And by the time I got my package emptied and my pack reorganized, Red and his friend Johnny Walker and a girl that had been hiking with him named Princess got into town, and we all walked over to a restaurant right on the main street there in town, and we had a nice lunch on a table out by the sidewalk. And then I walked to the market and got just a couple of items, and then Johnny Walker had his truck parked there because they're just section hiking, and we went to his truck and we went back to Annie Banani and had some ice cream, and then he brought us back up to the trail, so I didn't have to do the 1 mile back to the trail. And I've been on the trail about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I think I got about maybe 4 miles to go to the shelter. But the weather has been so much cooler and breezy today that it's just been a really nice day for hiking. So, just having a good day. This is the view from St. John's Ledges. Still looking at the Housatonic River Valley. I just came down this. This is a descent from St. John's Peaks. Excuse me, St. John's Ledges. It's very steep, and I'm not done yet. It goes down there. It's 5:30. I'm about a mile from the shelter where I'm going to stay for the night, and having a nice late afternoon stroll along the Housatonic River here. The trail is wide and unobstructed. It's still cool and breezy. Well, you guys requested more camp videos, and what's more campy than putting up a tent? And that's how I put up my 6 Moon Designs Lunar Solo. This is going to be the wrap up for day 106. Getting ready to get in my tent, get settled in, get my mat laid out and blown up, and sleeping bag laid out. It's getting a little cool, so definitely be in the sleeping bag tonight. But calling for rain starting tonight, but not any thunderstorms or any lightning, so I'm going to go ahead and stay in my tent since I already have it set up. Today was a really good day. Got a good number of miles in, got the trip into Kent. Spent some time with Red and his friends, and got back out, got some good mileage in. And I was a little behind schedule when I came back to the trail at Bears Den after my week off. I think I was 4 days behind. And I think I've cut that down to about a half a day now by not taking any zeros and doing a little bit higher miles than what I planned. So I'm really excited about that. So with that, as always, it's all good in the woods.